Have you ever felt like you came out of nowhere, just a regular person in a world full of big names? That's exactly how the Bible introduces one of its most powerful prophets, Elijah. Family tree, no fancy intro. He's just Elijah the Tishbite, an ordinary man with an extraordinary mission. He steps onto the scene during the reign of King Ahab, a time when Israel had forgotten God and was worshiping an idol named Baal, led by the king and his notorious queen Jezebel. Elijah walks straight up to the king and makes a bold declaration as the Lord, "The God of Israel lives, whom I serve. There will be neither dew nor rain in the next few years, except at my word." And just like that, the skies shut. As a severe famine gripped the land, God took care of his prophet. First, he sent Elijah to a secluded brook where ravens yes. Ravens brought him bread and meat every single morning and evening. When the brook dried up, God sent him to a poor widow in a foreign land. She had just enough flour and oil for one last meal for herself and her son. But Elijah asked her to make a small loaf of bread for him first, promising that her supplies would not run out. She trusted him, and miraculously, her jar of flour was never empty, and her jug of oil never ran dry. Later, when her son tragically died, Elijah prayed earnestly to God, and the boy was brought back to life. After 3.5 years, God sent Elijah to confront the false prophets on Mount Carmel. It was a dramatic showdown. Elijah versus 450 prophets of Baal. He challenged the people, "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him." 2 altars were built. The prophets of Baal shouted, danced, and pleaded with their God from morning till noon. The result? Then it was Elijah's turn. He repaired the Lord's altar, placed the sacrifice, and then did something strange. He had it drenched with water, not once, not twice, but 3 times, until the trench around it was full. He then prayed a simple, heartfelt prayer. Instantly, fire from heaven fell and consumed everything: the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, the soil, and all the water. The people fell on their faces, crying, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." Shortly after, Elijah prayed again, and the sky turned black with clouds, and a heavy rain began to fall, ending the long drought. You'd think after a victory like that, Elijah would be fearless. But when Queen Jezebel threatened his life, he was terrified. He ran into the wilderness, exhausted and alone, and prayed to die. But God didn't scold him. Instead, he sent an angel to provide food and water, letting him rest and recover. God then spoke to him, not in a fire or an earthquake, but in a gentle whisper, showing Elijah that his power is found in quiet moments, just as much as in grand displays. Finally, at the end of his life, Elijah didn't die as he walked with his successor. Elisha, a chariot of fire with horses of fire, appeared, and Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. Elijah's story reminds us that he was a human being just like us. He experienced fear, doubt, and exhaustion. But his unwavering faith in God allowed him to do incredible things. His life is a powerful testament that God can use ordinary people to achieve the extraordinary. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, please like and subscribe for more.